Coming up in this episode of Sailing Gemini, we arrive in Scrabster Harbour where it's nice and calm. The next morning we wake up to the boat lifting out of the water. We leave for the Orkneys where the hoy sound gets very rough.
As usual. So on our left hand side here, this stuff's after my lunch. On the left hand side, don't know if you can see it or not, just here, that's the Shetland Islands, and that's hopefully where we're going after we get the boat looked at in the mainland. And then we're going to go from the Shetlands down into Wick and then down the east coast in. Looks like there's quite a lot of rain showers coming in at the minute, so it's been up and down the weather all day. There's wind and there's no wind, the usual thing. But we're so happy yesterday to get that sail in, it was brilliant. After being in the west coast for so long with no wind, it starts to do your head in a bit. You're constantly having the engine on, sails up and down. But any other sailors will know that anyway, what it's like. Helen's downstairs doing the dishes. There's also loads and loads of puffins around this area as well, which is good. They come quite close to the boat at times, but you can't see them in the GoPro, the usual. And my sanding is going well down there. Still have a little bit to do before I oil it. So we've only got an hour to go now. We'll be in for about 4:15, and as you can see, it has started peeing down. This is the first time I've actually been out in rain, like this kind of rain, since we left. We had a little bit, but nothing like this. But we're ready for it. It's nice to have a bit of rain as well, feels good. At the minute, we're 5 knots, and Scrabster is just in here. Can't wait to get a shower, get the boat tied up and shower, shave. Oh, it'll be lovely. Can't wait. So we're just coming round Holborn Head now at the minute, as you can see, and then the other side of here is the marina, Scrabster Marina and Harbour. Helen's just getting all the lines ready at the minute. Mooring ropes ready. We used to leave it right to the last minute, but now I thought let's get everything organised. When we get round the corner, then I'll make a radio call and we'll know what side hopefully to put our fenders on as well and get the spray hood down. That's it. So we're just on our approach into Scrabster Harbour now, Scrabster Marina. Electric? Joking? Just say we need electric. Right here, really good. Steer boost, go back here.
So we're in Scrabster Harbour and Dave is fishing. So we're in the, well, I don't know what you call it.
Harbour.
We're in the harbour on a pontoon because there's no room for us in the inner harbour. Hopefully they'll get us in there tomorrow because there's no electric here. But you know what?
Facing the inner harbour.
It's a beautiful evening.
And there's no fish in the harbour. I'll have to come out at 1 o'clock, high tide now. So what a nightmare. Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, we're in bed. Oh, and then the next minute, the boat's lifted out of the water. In the, look at this. Put us on a pontoon in the outer harbour, knowing this weather was coming in. I mean, this is crazy. Don't know how long the weather's going to be in for. Back of the boat's going under the water. There's no way you can sit on that boat in this weather. It's a nightmare. I just had to put more fenders out as well. Well, wasn't that a good wake up call this morning? Hopefully it starts to die down a bit now. I had to put loads more lines on as well. But it was taking quite a battering before. So this is the pathway. If you're in Thurso Harbour here, or Scrabster, there's a little pathway to take you along. It's the quickest way to get to the town. You have like a little, big massive village, plenty of shops, food places, and this is a beautiful Petland Firth Bay here, and that's the ferry there that goes up into the Orkneys. So everything's really handy. Takes you about a half an hour if you're walking slow to get to the shops and stuff. If you're just plodding along having a look at things. But it's a beautiful view from up here as well, absolutely lovely. So this is our second time walking in now. So
What's just happened, babe?
Oh yeah. What with the engine?
Yeah, just got the
engine
fixed.
We just got the engine fixed. McKay's Engineering. So if anyone ever gets stuck up here, just give them a ring, and the lads are brilliant. They're out in 2 seconds. It turned out it was a little rubber washer that was broke on the fuel pump, and it was just spraying fuel out really. So yeah, fingers crossed now that's it. So tomorrow we are heading to the Orkneys. We made a decision not to go through the Petland Firth. We wanted to go to the Orkneys anyway, but I don't feel confident enough going through it. Might as well just be completely honest about that. And Helen doesn't want to go through it either.
And every book you read says
and every book you read
must be avoided by yachts.
Must be avoided by small craft. Yeah. So haven't got enough experience for it at the minute. So we're going to go up into the Orkneys, and then we're going to come down Kirkwall, and then down past it, and then into Wick for supplies, and then straight down the east coast in. So we've got a lot coming up. Can't wait. There's a little across the road. And that literally took about 18 minutes from the harbour. And this is the beautiful town of Scrabster. Thurso. We've just been to Rosie's for lunch, and it was interesting. Would you like some salt? Would you like some pepper? Would you like milk? Would you like butter? And they're like shouting at each other. One's in the back cooking, and one's in the front of the shop shouting to the one in the back. But it was alright, the food was good. Basic, but good. And now I'm going to go to this bakery and buy myself a big bun. Got a bun? Just got a big water drum as well. Stick it around the round with little small bottles all the time, does your head in. Would you hold this for me, please?
Hold your water drum, yes.
Well, I go for a bun. So this is Thurso Harbour, Scrabster, Thurso, and no space for any yachts, just fishing boats. It's a nice little harbour, friendly enough people around as well.
Very friendly.
They are nice, aren't they? And tell them where you have to go, Helen, if you need a shower.
No, you have to go that way, and it's in the fish
away
market,
that way,
which is a big red building. So you've got one shower toilet and a laundry room, which is very basic. It's a commercial harbour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Set up for fishermen, and they have massive boats coming in, don't they?
Yeah, and they've only got one visitor's pontoon, one. So if you come here, you'll be more likely put out where we were if that one's been taken. But it's okay out there, there's no electric, and the boat can get through around quite a bit Well, except for that, and this place here, the upper deck,
Yeah.
across the road, the ferry inn, so cracking mill, pub and stuff like that. It's reasonable priced as well. So we're going to try some food there tonight because we won't be cooking because we're leaving early in the morning for the Orkneys. Can't wait. And here is the Thurso lifeboat and lifeboat station. And just in front of me here is the ferry terminal. And you can get the ferry to the Orkneys from here, which is quite cheap as well. I don't think it takes that long to get there. So we're just leaving Thurso to head to the Orkney Islands. And last night these French guys here, which I wish them the best of luck, invited us round for a few drinks and a whiskey, which isn't good when you have to get up early in the morning. As you can see, Helen's down there waiting up. But we're off to the Orkneys! Woohoo! Yeah, so we're looking at about 4 hours a day. The wind's from behind and it's only 6 knots. It's something at the minute, not even, there's no wind at the minute in the harbour, so come back to you soon. So we've just left Scrabster or Thurso Bay, whatever way you want to say it. Yeah, we're a bit delicate this morning. We should never have went drinking whiskey with Frenchmen. Bad idea. Won't be going on to any Frenchmen's boats again. So we've left about half an hour and there's a big swell on at the minute and there's no wind. Wind speed dead. And on the background here is the Petlin Firth, the notorious Petlin Firth, which we aren't going through because we're going to go to the Orkneys here, and then from the Orkneys down the east coast. That's Thurso Bay in the background. It'll definitely be food and an early night tonight because we'll have a boat to catch tomorrow, so we don't want to be feeling ill for travelling. So we've got about 2 hours to go to get into the Orkney Islands, and we have the head sail up and the motor's just taking over at the minute, and we've got 6 knots from the east. We are doing 5.4 knots. It's up and down, and that is the beautiful Orkneys. This is Hoy, and then we're going round the top here, the head, and we're going to be going into the Hoy Sound. Hopefully I've planned it right and we hit it on slack water, which should be good, but I don't know. It's just getting used to all these things at the minute. So, oh, 6 knots there before. Come back with a little update soon. Not much to see at the minute. Once we get closer to land, we'll be able to. So we're nearly at land now in the Orkneys, and but this is Land Ahoy. Land Ahoy! And I'll tell you what, just going that bit further from the mainland, I started getting cold. Couldn't believe it. It's like 16, 17 plus 13, but still nice, like. Beautiful. So we're just approaching the Hoy Sound at the minute, and there's a ferry coming out, so we're just staying over the one side. We'll pass port to port. Look at them beautiful cliffs. They are stunning. Birds everywhere, of course. Yeah, so hopefully I've got the timing right, because I'm slowing down rapidly, so I think the tide's still running against us. It did say it was going to change at 11:30, and it's 11:10. So we'll soon find out when we start going backwards. Woo! The Hoy Sound now, and the swell is massive at the minute. It's hard just coming through the end of the Hoy Sound at the minute. We're going to be making our turn into Stromness in the Orkney Islands. We cannot wait to get a shower. It's the best bit of the trip. So it's time to leave the boat for 2 weeks because we have to go back from a brother's 30th birthday party and doctor's appointments and see the kids and stuff as well. And at the minute we are in the Orkney Islands Stromness. And this is the little harbour marina that we're in. It's nice and peaceful and quiet. Some nice food places around, good shops and supplies. And the boat is all packed up now. Everything was all washed today, all the fenders out, and it looks so empty in here. Empty fridge, but the planning table hasn't got shit all over it, and there's no cushions anywhere. Kitchen's clean. It takes like a whole day to get the boat cleaned and ready to leave it, and exactly the same when you come back as well. It takes about 4 or 5 hours at least, and then obviously have food in there and go into the rubbish tip, and there's all sorts of stuff to do. Helen's in there banging around. You nearly ready? Yeah?
Yes, darling.
And there's a little calendar there of all the places. Dun, dun, dun. And the wee drinks cabinet is empty. Helen. We've still got quite a lot of food to use up in there. So our plan is to go now on the bus to Kirkwall and have a couple of pints because the ferry's not till 10 o'clock. Or 12 o'clock, sorry. And the ferry's an overnight ferry which takes us to Aberdeen, where we'll have to get a train. Then we'll fly the train to Edinburgh, and then from Edinburgh to Belfast. And I don't know what way we're getting back again, I haven't thought about that. But I don't really like leaving the boat later, but this is a really safe place. Ducks around. It's time to go. Time to go. Nobody likes leaving their boats, especially Helen.
I'm not looking forward to a proper bed at all, I promise.
Oh, look at that for a view. We've got a big bag of food here and there's not one person around to give it to, and I don't want to throw it in the bin. But it's looking like we're going to have to bin it. And it's a shame because there's blocks of cheese and butter and stuff. And I don't like to waste anything. There's boys there, but I don't think they're... No. I don't know.
Decision time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw it in the bin. Oh. Should we not bring it with us?
Well, I suppose you could bring up the block of cheese with us.
Yeah, butter, crackers, snack.
I haven't got any crackers.
We'll go buy some crackers though.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
We don't need to bring the water.
Just bin it.
Okay.
It's killing me. Oh! Fucking binned it.
That just teaches you a lesson, that to be careful when you buy them, not to get carried away.
I know.
We
are on a budget, that's why I don't like throwing it out, but if we're leaving, we'll have no choice.
It's not gonna last,
We can't leave it on the boat, can we? Which is not good. Well, it's getting hotter, isn't it?
Hot now. It's been miserable all day.
Yeah, it's been a really miserable day. Now the sun has come out and we'll be on the mad bus. Yeah, it's gonna feel weird sleeping in a normal bed, isn't it? Can't beat the old V-bunk.
Fighting over feet space.